What up, gamers? I'm Jason, and today on Dice & Dragons, I'm going to be unboxing Star Wars The Clone Wars, published by Z-Man Games and designed by Alexandar Ortloff. Now, this is based on the Pandemic game, well, the Pandemic game system. You can see the logo here on the box, which is originally designed by Matt Leacock. Now, this is a game for 1 to 5 players, plays in about 60 minutes, and is for ages 14 and above. Now, in this cooperative game, you'll be joining the Grand Army of the Republic, taking on the roles of some of their favorite characters from the Clone Wars TV series: Ahsoka Tano, Mace Windu, Anakin Skywalker, Obi-Wan Kenobi, and a few others, as you will do battle against General Grievous and Count Dooku, who will be representing the Separatist forces. There's a couple other enemies in there, but we'll take a look at them when we unbox the game. Now, this fight will be going across the entire galaxy, with war breaking out on different planets, and of course, you being the Grand Army of the Republic, you're going to be trying to squash the fighting and defeat the Separatists and unite the Republic once again. I think I've talked enough about the game. Let's take a look at what's in the box. Now let's take a look at what's in the box for Star Wars The Clone Wars, a Pandemic system game. So this is the latest in the Pandemic system games to come out. The other licensed one that came out recently was the World of Warcraft one, which we also have, but have yet had a chance to get to the table. So we'll take a look at the rule book. So far, just like the layout and aesthetic really feels like you're in the Star Wars universe. I know it's really some small flares, but I like it being a fan of the IP. That's definitely some cool art there for Luminara and Dooley, like what we see. And rulebook looks to be fairly straightforward. It's not that long. Now, I did go ahead and take a quick peek in the box just to make sure didn't have too much stuff that needed to be ripped open. I will say this: I am absolutely getting annoyed with this tendency to put plastic on the game boards. It's something that I strongly actually dislike. I feel it's very wasteful and is unneeded. So here we've got the game board, and it's a pretty big board actually. So I'm going to do my best to show it to you. So we've seen 2/3 of it. I'm going to flip out this last third, and I move some stuff on the camera, but you get a nice idea as to what the board looks like. Now, don't worry, I'm going to go ahead and fix up the box and everything that I moved, and we'll set this down aside. So we'll take a look at the miniatures that come with the game. We'll start with the heroes. We've got Obi-Wan Kenobi. Looks very cool. Here we've got, this looks like it's Ayala Sakura. Was not sure I was going to remember the name. We've got Ahsoka Tano. Now, these aren't the most detailed miniatures. However, they do have enough detail that it does, they are paintable. And I think they look pretty good. I'm going to grab Mace Windu. We've got Master Yoda up here, who is very cool. And then young Anakin Skywalker, or not so young Skywalker. Would have loved it if there was Palpatine in here, and I'm not quite sure who we've got. Oh no, this is Luminara, so I wasn't sure. I was like, why is Luminara in there? And then sure enough, there she is. We've got our enemies. Here we have Count Dooku. I'm a little disappointed that it's not a a curved hilted saber. A curved hilted saber. Here we have Darth Maul. General Grievous. Cool looking mini. And then one of my favorite characters, actually, in all the Clone Wars, Asajj Ventress. And she does have the curved saber, so very cool. Now, if you've not read, there's a book that wraps up her storyline, and if you're a fan of the character, I definitely recommend checking it out. So here we've got the cards. I do appreciate the card packaging here, whereas it's nice and easy to open up. As I've not gone through the rule book, I don't know what all the different card backs are. Looks like we got the bad stuff, the Imperial cards. This looks to be some like they're targeting cards. Here we've got different cards for each of the enemies. So Planet Under Siege, different things that the enemies will do, as you can see here. Then let's take a look. Unfinished business, so uncompleted. So these look to be like quests, different objectives that you're going to be trying to accomplish. And then here we've got just looks like the spread of war, the targets, different planets that are going to be attacked during the course of the game. Take a look. The other cards we've got here. Looks like we've got some more planets at the bottom there. Here we've got blockades. So starting planet. So these look to just be like different starting cards. They're going to be dealt out to tell you where your characters start. Looks like we got the hero cards here. Some of these cards are sticking together. We've got some Imperial cards. Sorry, not Imperial, that's the Republic symbol that later gets co-opted by the Empire. This whole card pack is stuck together, so it's going to be a little tricky. And these are more locations, so you can see the locations quickly. Here we've got Republic allies. So clone troopers. Looks like we got a lot of different clone troopers here, and unfortunately I'm not happy that stuff's stuck together, but we'll just keep going through some of the stuff. Okay, let's see what we can get at the back here. Yeah, we got Jedi fighters. So we saw the clone troopers. I guess these are ARC troopers there. Then you can get, ships like the different fighters, Y-Wing, stuff that you've seen during the Clone Wars. You can have other equipment like the ATTEs, some of the other vehicles, allies, Bad Batch, Chancellor Palpatine as an ally. Then we have the hero cards with all of their different abilities. So pretty cool stuff. Now, this is just an unboxing. I wanted to focus more on showing the content, not going through the details. When we go through the components and our how to play the game, which this is probably going to the table sooner rather than later, actually. You'll see that in a little bit more detail. Here we got Asajj Ventress for the villain, General Grievous, Darth Maul, and Count Dooku. So these are the contents of the box. And it's pretty cool. I like the art. I like the fact that we're not getting stills, actually specifically stills from the Clone Wars TV series. I don't think that is going to go over as well as this looks right now in the box with the artwork. Some of it does feel very reminiscent of the Dark Horse comic books. So I'm wondering if that's where they got some of the art from. I'm not sure because I don't remember Dark Horse going back and adding Ahsoka Tano to it, but the Luminar definitely feels a little bit familiar. So there you have it. We've taken a look at what's in the box for Star Wars The Clone Wars. Now keep it right here, and I'll be coming back at you in a flash with the outro and telling you where you can find some more content of ours. So make sure you check that out. Thank you very much for watching, everyone. If you like what you saw, don't forget to click that like button, comment, subscribe, hit the notification bell so that YouTube will let you know when our next video is released. Also, down below in the video description, you'll find links to all of our social media feeds, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. If you'd like to see some pictures of Julie and I playing Star Wars The Clone Wars when we get it to the table, there'll be plenty on those feeds. You can see all the other content that we've put out already. We also, give you a little bit of a sneak peek as to what's coming up on the channel. Then also down there in the video description is a link to multizone.ca, a great Canadian game store. If you're looking to pick up a copy of Star Wars The Clone Wars or any other Star Wars game, make sure you check them out. Click the link and you'll get 10% off your next purchase. And it's a great way to support the channel, as a portion of that purchase will be returned to us. Now, popping up in front of me are going to be links to some of our previously released videos. Over here will be our most recent release. And over here is going to take you back to our review and how to play of Star Wars Rebellion, which I think, kind of goes with the theme of this one, the big war raging across the galaxy. And on that note, we're going to remind you to keep playing games.